Now at noon, problems at the pump continuing today. Long lines at gas stations all across South Florida.
But there is a bit of relief. We also just heard from Miami-Dade County's mayor about the gas outages.
And Local 10 News reporter Leanne Morahone is joining us live. She's in Coconut Grove with the reaction. How's it looking out there, Leanne?
Well, I want to show you just in the last few moments, a gas tanker arrived. Talk about a sight for sore eyes. Lots of drivers here happy to see that. We are here at this gas station on US 1 and Southwest 27th Avenue. It's where Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava did answer questions from the media. Of course, all of this gas trouble happened after that severe flooding event that took place affecting Fort Lauderdale and particularly Port Everglades. All of South Florida's gas comes through Port Everglades, so that flooding really affected deliveries coming out of there, and it also damaged some of the fuel facilities that are at the port. So where are we now? We spoke to Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava talking about whether or not they're looking into expanding fuel reserves in the county so that any sort of hiccup like this in Broward doesn't affect Miami-Dade residents. Here's what she had to say.
So we do have fuel reserves for emergency vehicles for the county. So just to be aware that it does not affect emergency vehicles. So we are always able to assist in an emergency. But for sure, we want to look ahead to understand what could we do to mitigate these problems in the future.
Relief for some at the pump after several days of frustration at South Florida gas stations.
I wasted about an hour and a half in a gas station and then they ran out. But today we're okay.
Drivers filling up at this mobile off US 1 in Lejeune. A tanker came in with 9,000 gallons of fresh fuel shortly before 5 a.m. Wednesday.
This is insane.
We continue to see improvement.
The director at Port Everglades, where South Florida gets its fuel, says more is being distributed. The Florida Highway Patrol says it's working day and night escorting tankers to gas stations. Since last week's flooding, according to a Port Everglades spokesperson, 9 of the 12 petroleum company terminals have recovered as of Wednesday morning. Gas is also being brought in from the Port of Tampa and Port Canaveral. Officials looking to see how to prevent future issues.
This certainly brought to light some of the issues that may be out there.
Data from GasBuddy.com gives some perspective. 57% of gas stations in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area are without gas. In West Palm Beach, it's 21%. In the Fort Myers-Naples area, it's just 2.5%. Back at the mobile in Coral Gables, gas is clearly in high demand. Officials warn against panic buying and say only gas up if you need it.
What do they do in normal, like in a hurricane? They buy extra, they don't need it.
I think if your car is half full, I think you're fine. They're going to have the trucks.
So for perspective, Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava said that at this particular gas station, they got a shipment of 5,000 gallons yesterday. A tanker came in with 5,000 gallons, filled it up, and by 7 p.m. it was out. This gas station usually dispenses 3,000 gallons a day. So she says there's no reason that they should have run out, that it's happening because people are filling up extra tanks. They're coming when they really don't need to, maybe just to top off the tank a little bit. Best bet to avoid this squeeze at the pumps is to just wait until you really need that fill up and that the supply of gas is improving day by day. For now, reporting live here in Coconut Grove, Leanne Morahone, Local 10 News.
Good to see we're getting a little relief out there. Thanks so much.